Hey guys, welcome to the final chapter of our budgeting series. In parts 1 and 2 of the series, we discussed the fundamentals of budgeting and provided a good overview on how to use the free budget template we've provided. We encourage you to check out these two value-packed videos to get the most out of this budgeting series. In this video, we're going to cover a powerful motivational tool, a few more budgeting principles, and some practical tips on how to save money and get your budget under control. If you haven't got yourself a copy of our free budget template yet, just a reminder that we've put a link in the description below. Let's jump right into this week's video.
Okay, so we've discussed how to create a budget, how to track our transactions, and the importance of constantly being connected to our financial reality through review of data in the Analysis tab. Let's step back for a moment and reflect on the bigger picture. What are we doing this all for? For most of us, our goal is to have greater financial independence. We want more stability, more options, more freedom. How do we achieve these goals? Well, as discussed, it starts by increasing our free cash flow in our budgets, and that allows us to increase our resources, our savings and investments. Ultimately, more savings and investments translates into greater financial well-being and more certainty over the future. The net worth spreadsheet is a way to keep track of exactly that.
At the end of every month, we want you to take a snapshot of your overall financial position. You do this by taking stock of your financial resources. In other words, recording all your assets and liabilities into the spreadsheet to determine what your net worth is. As you can see, there are a few different categories of assets and several items under each category. Feel free to adjust this to suit your individual situation. This is just a guideline. Fill in the monetary value of each and every asset you own and be realistic about the value. Don't overinflate the value of your home, for example. Once you've done that, complete the liability section. Fill in each and every item of debt you have. As a side note, this is a great exercise to help you take stock of your debts and get you thinking about how to pay them down quicker. Once you're done, your net worth will reflect above and your chart will update to reflect the value. At the end of the next month, you'll do exactly the same exercise. It goes without saying that your goal is to steadily increase your net worth over time.
If you continue to avoid using further debt and you accumulate savings as allowed for in your budget, your net worth will increase. This simple spreadsheet is extremely motivating, at least it is for us. As with our budget, the net worth spreadsheet helps to focus our attention on a specific outcome. It gives us a starting point and it makes that goal crystal clear. The important thing is that the budget and net worth tracker actually go hand in hand. They complement each other and add extra incentive to be disciplined and focused. If we stick to our budget, our net worth goes up. If we overspend, our net worth goes down. And nobody wants to see their net worth going down. Being motivated to reach our goals is half the battle won. And the net worth schedule really adds a powerful element of motivation to the whole budget exercise.
Now let's discuss a few practical tips for working with your budget going forward. Analyze your expenditure on a daily basis in the early stages of your budget journey. This will help you accelerate the connection that you're trying to build with your finances. When you find a trouble area, take the time to go and review the issue. Look at the transactions that make up the category in your expense tracker. Find out why you're overspending and think about what you can do differently. Pay careful attention to the expenditure categories which were previously a problem. If you overspent on the personal spending category last month, you want to keep a close eye on that category for the month ahead. Set up an automated recurring payment instruction for your savings. Savings is your number one priority. The best way to hold yourself accountable to this is to automatically have these funds transferred out of your primary bank account and into a dedicated savings account as close as possible to payday. This helps to avoid any temptation to use the funds.
In the early stages of budgeting, you may struggle to free up cash flow. The transition from never using a budget to now strictly enforcing your spending can be quite difficult for a lot of people. But here are 6 things you can do to try ease the pressure on your budget. Number 1, pay off small debts first. Once you've completed your net worth schedule, check to see if you have any small outstanding debts. You may be in a position to settle 1 or 2 almost immediately to free up cash flow.
Number 2, debt consolidation. If settling debt isn't an immediate option, you may want to look into debt consolidation. It's often possible to move all or a large chunk of your debt to a different bank or financial institution who give you a discounted interest rate. This obviously results in a reduction of your monthly premiums, which frees up some of your cash flow. Just be careful to not increase the term of the debt if you can avoid it.
Number 3, sell some stuff. Most of us have at least a few $100s of unused stuff lying around. Consider selling some of it to ease pressure on your budget in the short term, or use the extra cash to pay off debt to permanently free up cash flow.
Number 4, negotiate your insurance premiums. The insurance industry is extremely competitive. Shop around and try to find the best possible premiums. Don't be afraid to negotiate. Get multiple quotes and leverage insurance companies against each other. You work hard for your money and you deserve the best possible deal.
Number 5, find more affordable housing. A lot of money saving tips focus on the small things, like saving a few bucks here and there by skipping your morning coffee. But the single biggest expense for most people is housing, and this is where you can probably free up the most cash flow. Do some thorough market research, speak to a few agents, and critically question if you really need that extra bedroom. Or is there perhaps a neighboring suburb which is slightly more affordable? If you're serious about freeing up maximum cash flow, housing is more than likely the area to focus on.
Number 6, earn some extra income. Whether it's working towards getting a promotion at work or starting a side hustle, it goes without saying that earning more income should be at the top of your priority list. And it's something you can work towards while simultaneously trying to cut costs. Now, as important as freeing up cash flow is, please do not cancel any essential subscriptions such as important insurance cover or vital healthcare subscriptions. Unexpected things happen in life, and it's not worth jeopardizing your physical and financial well-being to save a small amount each month.
We want to congratulate you for making it to the end of this series. The fact that you're still here means you are serious about transforming your finances. We are confident that budgeting works and that it will work for you. If you follow the budgeting principles we've discussed throughout the series to the letter, you will definitely improve your financial position over time. The real key to all of this, however, is consistency. As with anything in life, whether it be dieting or learning a new skill or budgeting, you'll have the most success if you stick with it. It's going to take some time to get used to in the beginning. There will be an adjustment period where you're forming new habits and learning the required discipline. But if you persist, it gets a lot easier over time. Budgeting and the behaviors around it just become a part of your life, and the results are absolutely worth it. Having free cash flow, accumulating savings, and watching your net worth go up month to month, those things are incredibly rewarding. And they are the building blocks of financial success, the steps which ultimately lead to financial stability and freedom. Good luck and see you in the next video.